Hi, have you ever wondered or thought about the question, who am I and what is my purpose? I think it's so much different for people like ourselves that are in our 60s because I can think back to my younger years and being in corporate America and later getting married and thinking I knew what my purpose was. I knew what the next 20 years was going to be, and this is the company I was going to work for, and this is the house that I was going to own. And I have a favorite saying that I just love, man plans and God laughs. And I've been thinking about this question, what is my purpose and how am I finding it? And for me, it's been something that I found later in life. But everything kind of shifted when everything shifted in my life. And I went through a period, in fact, I feel like I'm just coming out of it, which I would call a dark night of the soul. And I hate to say that sentence because I think there are a ton of connotations and there's a lot of wormholes. But I'm going to read a definition that really, really touches what I believe it is. The dark night of the soul is a spiritual term for a period of intense spiritual crisis characterized by despair, meaninglessness, and a loss of connection to one's faith or previous sense of self. It can be triggered by a life-altering event or a sudden collapse of one's previous worldview. Although it feels like it's a negative and painful experience, it's often seen as a necessary stage for profound spiritual growth and a deeper awakening. And I feel that I am a fortunate person to have experienced this process about a year and a half ago, completely not understanding what was going on at the time. And it's actually not even as important what triggered it. It was a relationship, but everything changed. It was like, started looking inward. I started questioning the person that I was bringing to a relationship, myself. I went inward. I started looking at my outer world, like, is this really who I am and what is my purpose? And so I'm posting this video today because I think it's really something to think about. Like, does everybody need to go through a dark night of the soul? I don't think so. I think we all find our journey in our own way. I obviously needed it. I looked at it as a blessing, and it's really led me to step away from so many things: unhealthy relationships, codependence, people pleasing, corporate America, which I was just kind of done with. I'm a relationship leader. It brought me back to San Diego, where I'm just loving my life here. And so I would just ask you to think about, what is your purpose? And is it an internal process? Because it's not an external process.